Now, for the first time this season, I feel like every Milan fan is counting down the days for Milan's next game against Empoli. You must feel like a school kid after watching that game against Roma. And I'm talking about that last half an hour when the double substitution was made. The two new signings making their debuts, and as wild as it may sound, they both played a massive part in Milan scoring the third goal. Joao Felix, Santi Gimenez, it's looking exciting. But I'm just here to break down what I saw of Santi Gimenez, because I saw a few things that I feel like must fill every Milan fan with some optimism from now up until the end of the season. Now, the first thing I want to start off with, and I want you to just remember this as the video goes on. When Joao Felix came on and Santi Gimenez, the first thing I told myself was, how was Sergio Conceição going to set up this team? 4-4-2. That was the first thing I learned. 4-4-2, Joao Felix, Santi Gimenez, spearheading Milan's attack. Two players constantly playing in close proximity with one another. A partnership. Two strikers that bring two different things to the table. Now, the first alarm bell for Roma in terms of Santi Gimenez, fair enough, it was an offside goal, but I saw something which told me Santi Gimenez is the real deal. This is a goal that Gimenez scores and it was offside, but the thing I loved about it is as soon as Santi Gimenez got the ball, it was that drop of the shoulder. That drop of the shoulder to manoeuvre himself away from Mats Hummels, and then he slid in his teammate. Now, like I said, it was offside, but on another day, if a player times that run to perfection, that is an easy, simple goal that Milan score, all because of Santi Gimenez's ability to maneuver past defenders and then have the vision to spot his teammate. For me, that was the alarm bell. And I told myself, if Roma want to stay in this game, they need to keep an eye on Milan's new number 7. Now, the goal. The goal. I felt like it had every Milan fan sat screaming, excited. The goal, and there's a reason why I told you guys at the beginning of the video, remember the 4-4-2. A split striker system, it works like this. One runs in behind, the other one drops deep. That is why everybody loves the 4-4-2. That is why everybody loves partnerships in attack. Two attacking players that bring different things to the table, but two attackers that confuse the opposition. 4-4-2. Guess what happens? Guess who runs in behind? Joao Felix. But guess who drops? Santi Gimenez. Santi Gimenez drops him. Now you can see he's asking for the ball. He's like, give it to me. Give it to me. Receives the ball. Santi Gimenez. Joao Felix knows, if my strike partner is dropping deep to receive, I need to go long in behind in order to give him that forward passing option. Now, I loved it because Gimenez received the ball. He turned, he began to face Roma's goal, and he saw his teammate making the forwards pass. We play forwards, just like the title says. Received the ball, saw his teammate making the run. Perfect pass, perfect accuracy, perfect weight of the pass, and on top of everything, perfect timing, because this time, the run was timed to perfection by Joao Felix, and the pass was timed to perfection. Easy. 2 passes, Joao Felix is in. Dinks it over the keeper. 3-1 Milan. And besides that, I feel like with Santi Gimenez, it was half an hour. It was a very short period of time in order for us to assess and analyze his performance, but I saw a lot of positives. I also saw a number 7, but he plays as a number 9, bring different things to the table. This impressed me a lot. Milan going long. Roma were dying to get back into the game. They were throwing the kitchen sink. They were piling bodies forward. Pavlovic knows, I've now got a striker. As much as he can drop deep and help the team, he's willing to run in behind. Launches it long, 40, 50 yards. Santi Gimenez, he shows. He's got that reading of the game. He's got the pace to beat defenders. He runs the channel. He gets onto that ball. And I feel like in the dying seconds, his feet got muddled up. He couldn't find his footing. On another day, he puts the ball into the back of the net, in my opinion. But it just showed a striker that can run the channels, that can run through the middle. A striker that understands sometimes run in behind to give my teammates an option to beat the opposition press. Why? Because it might be risky to try play out of the back every single time. So let them go long into me. I've got the pace, I've got the hold up. There were even periods when he first came on and Rafa Leao, you could see he was dropping deep, giving Rafa Leao that 1-2 option. In half an hour, I saw a lot, and I definitely saw a lot to fill me with optimism that maybe, just maybe, Santi Gimenez might be the striker that Milan fans have been crying out for years, but a striker with a very broad skill set. And this is a striker, let's be honest, how many training sessions has he really had with his Milan teammates? 1? 2? To make your debut in the Coppa Italia against Roma at the San Siro with having hardly any understanding, any chemistry with your teammates. You've just put on the Milan shirt and gone out there, and you walk out of it with 100% pass accuracy. You also walk out of it with 3 defensive actions, showing he offers a lot of fight off the ball. An assist that contributes to Milan winning 3-1. And on top of that, 3 recoveries. He gets involved. He helps the team retain the ball. He helps the team regain the ball with those 3 recoveries. For me, I'm not going to say it was an amazing 10 out of 10 performance. But when I take context into things and I tell myself, hardly trained with the team, first game under a lot of pressure, I feel like he done well. He done really well on that debut. And look, even I'm sat now telling myself I can't wait for Milan to play again against Empoli, because Milan, you could see they are building a very dynamic but penetrative attack. You've got Joao Felix, you've got Santi Gimenez, you've got Christian Pulisic, you've got Rafa Leao, and on top of that, you've now got a motivated Tammy Abraham. Let's not forget that Tammy Abraham performance today. He knows I've now got competition, and I'm trying to play for my Milan future. So competition amongst the 2 strikers, it's always good, because it keeps them on their toes. It makes sure every time they go out, they give you 110%. And I feel like Milan, they don't care who scores the goals, as long as the team is scoring on a consistent basis and winning games. But it's now creating a healthy but competitive spirit within the team. Santi Gimenez, that performance, it's now put fire in a lot of these Milan players' bellies. But that was the Santi Gimenez breakdown from the half an hour that we just saw. If you're new, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to let me know what you think of that performance in the comments. And I will catch you guys on another one.